Welcome to Tallahassee, Florida, and Doak Campbell Stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole War Chant will be rocking this place. You work the entire season to put yourself in position to thrive, to excel in games like this. A late season top 10 showdown, playoff implications aplenty. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Huskers will kick it away to start us off. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The offense lining up for a first down play. The option look. He'll toss it. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
On the option. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Unloads it left. He's got it. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Quarterback keeper. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Man, that's just kind of frustrating for an offense. You move the ball all the way down the field. You got an opportunity on 3rd down, and you can't protect your quarterback. You get the sack, and now it's probably field goal time if you make a field goal.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Noles!
I love the aggressive nature of the play calling there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it, they score a touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Gets rid of it. He's got his man. At the 45, on his way. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
The Cornhuskers will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Huskers.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
I'll be honest, that is a formation and a play call I was never expecting to see in this game. This offense is one of the top 10 passing units in the entire country. I'm surprised they even have goal line in their...
And the pass hits, picked off. Trying to take it back. Knocked down quickly after the pick, but that offense says thank you very much, and they'll have it at the 43.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. Throwing right. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And the Seminoles in the hurry-up. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands. And it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Moving out of the pocket. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Wide open, he makes the catch. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied at 7.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its head. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. You have to imagine we're going to see a bit more of these design runs as this game goes on.
No doubt. This is a guy that can run it. He can throw it. So what do I do? How do I stop it? Do I play pass? Do I play run? I mean, it's very frustrating to try to stop this kind of guy. And you see the explosive capabilities and making it happen on his own.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. snaps it in the shotgun. Complete. Shakes off the tackle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Huskers will hustle to the line. Dialing up a second down pass play. He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab on the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure.
Looking to take a shot. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. Bringing it back. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in the ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, giving him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And that pass intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive sphere flaming. Trying to burn this defensive back. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
From inside his own 15, looking through a crevice. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. 1st down here for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Threw a pick last time, almost threw another one. But you know what? I like the fact that this dude has no conscience.
None. Arm arrogance, right? He's going to spin the football, try to make plays. Like, listen, take the good with the bad, right? He's going to make some plays. He's going to give some away. Let's try to do a little bit more of the playmaking as opposed to giving it to the other team.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And the Huskers want to crank the tempo.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
What a fantastic play there from the linebacker position. You think about guys like Trev Alberts, Levante David, some of the Nebraska greats playing the linebacker spot. Those guys were able to run. And because of that, they could get to the quarterback when blitzing. This guy with his speed is a guy that they need to deploy time and time again, getting after the quarterback. He's got some wheels.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Pulls it in, it's Royer. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
And get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast. And you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. On the option. Now the pitch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Got his man on the outside. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. On the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Third and goal for the offense. He'll ride his man on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now have got fourth down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board, David.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
Fourth and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. He's looking to pass. It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Got it in the middle. It's McLeod. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Cornhuskers are in the hurry-up. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Now on second down. Trying play action. Going for the big play. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 10 over Louisville. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's caught inside the 30. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. To the air on first down. He'll take a shot. To the end zone, and it's picked off. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Firing to the right, complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Looking to go up top on first down. Unloads to the right. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
Going up top on first down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Good right down the boulevard. And they go back on top. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll start the return inside his 5. They finally make the stop, and that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Seminoles will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
On second down, wants to throw it. He's got it. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Used the play fake, now to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The quick out.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Catch in the middle. It's McDaniel. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Comes out throwing on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you've kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards and you've thrown a couple touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks now. Pass protection has not been great, even though they've got the lead in this game.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing it.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense, getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd. Touchdown, no! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him, and the defense finally came up with a play.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get in any kind of rhythm. We got to change something up here. We got to do something different because right now it's just a sack play.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the 2nd half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Now on the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
and just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Unloads to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Huskers! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He'll pull it down and run. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. How about this dude going off script for the Noles? Not necessarily known for his running ability.
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Dumps it off in the flats. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The Noles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gonna take a shot. And he's got it inside the 35. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warren.
Fine.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Brings up 2nd down.
Offense at an empty set. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Nebraska 31, Florida State 28.
First down to start the drive after the break. Power football with the run. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run the option. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying to get to it. Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Here comes the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment. Calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect. And then he does that, drops the ball right in his hands.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On 3rd down, going up top. Got his man on the right. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
And offense has practiced this situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get 1st downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
They'll throw it on 1st down. They're working that left side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
He wants to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Dude, let's go. This game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge play. Great job by the defense, giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over. Now we got a chance. Offense, go down the field, stick this thing in the end zone. We can win this ball game still.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
He's just Johnny on the spot. Now his 2nd interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Oh, my, circle, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the 1st down. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Got room at the 35. Still on his feet. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Give him 6 on the play. They'll mark it at the 9.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or you can trust him right away.
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Brings it in down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season. Like spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. He's looking to throw it, using the quick game. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Kick the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on 3rd down, and life is much better. Now the toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. And here we go. Down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch past the sticks. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
You've got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the 4th quarter and it's a 1-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra 1st downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the... He is smashing people. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Try to barge their way in. Touchdown, Florida State. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And the extra point is good. They'll need to be very sound here, limit this return, and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31.
And the Nebraska offense will take over.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
He makes the tackle at the 47-yard line.
Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And what a way for this defense to end it. A pick as time runs out. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.